Hey everyone, welcome back. I am here with another D-Drives video. I went from doing 0 of these videos for a very long time to now doing them here so often, and I'm here with no other than my Dodge Viper. I am more than ecstatic to do this D-Drives. It's been a long time coming, but I am so glad to finally be doing this video for you. Now, before we go on and get this started, again, you guys know the drill. Let me just show you around the car, talk a little bit more about it, and then we can get driving. All right, so here's the car. This is 2017 Dodge Viper ACR-E. There is pretty much nothing more to say about this car other than this is what perfection looks like. This is 100% my opinion of this car. This had been a dream car of mine for such a long time, ever since they came out with this car. And I mean, just look at it. Completely stock. I haven't done anything to this car. I don't plan on doing anything to this car. This car is just, again, perfect the way it stands. Everything. There's nothing to change about this. And it's such a neck breaker car. I mean, there's so many times that I'm driving and people that I know, I'm like, they must not know what this car is, they must not know what a Viper is, but you still can't stop and just stare like, what is that car? And I mean, of course, it just looks great. Again, completely stock. So this color combination is also something that I absolutely love. I think it stands out, the white, the black, especially with that red stripe. Again, there's not much to say when it comes to the Viper. This car is iconic, so much history. I mean, it is just phenomenal all around. So with that being said, enough talking, let's get driving. All right guys, let's get started with this D-Drives. I have a feeling that this video is probably not going to be as long as my usual D-Drives, just because what do you say when you're driving such a perfectly well-made car? There isn't much to say other than just talk about everything that you love about the car, which is like every little small detail. This is definitely one of my top favorite cars that I've driven until this day. And like I said, it was a dream car for such a long time. And that was just like not even driving the car. That was just looking at the car and knowing everything about it. And that's just thinking, you know what, I really do like that car. I would want to have it one day. Once I got in the car and I drove it, I was like, first of all, I was glad it was everything that everyone raved about. And I was like, I see exactly why this whole thing about the Viper. It's such an iconic car, and I mean, for good reason. But let me just talk about a little bit about how it feels driving this car, at least from the driver and inside the cabin. I was about to say cockpit. Inside the cabin. So one of the things that I feel is I have like a love-hate relationship with this is the exhaust. So how quiet this car is. Inside the car you can hear it, but it's not crazy loud. It's obviously, this is a V10. It doesn't sound anything like your Mustang or Camaro, but just because I have those cars, I'm going to probably reference those, even though I know it's not on the same level, but I'm going to reference them because that's what I have to compare. And I've done D-Drives on the Shelby. I will for the Camaro ZL1 1LE, but this is not loud like that. It's such a distinct sound, and when you turn it on, the cold start, it's really quiet, which sometimes I really like. And I'm like, okay, you know, this is like for a day where I just want to just chill, just cruise, just vibe, and not just have an obnoxious car. But sometimes I'm like, I want this car to be loud. It looks loud. Why can't it scream loud? So I don't know. It's a love-hate. I know I can do something to make the exhaust louder, but I'm not gonna do it. perfect engineering. So I've driven this car at the track, and I also drive it here and there on the street. And I have to say that it's a pretty rough car. It's not comfortable whatsoever, like for anything. Now that I'm thinking about it and actually, you know, thinking about what I need to say about this car on here, you feel every single bump on the road, every single crevice. But I mean, again, that's not surprising. Anyone that's going to get in this car knows exactly what to expect, or at least should know exactly what to expect. So yeah, the suspension is rough, but it's a good thing because it feels very planted. I mean, not only with the suspension, but obviously with the aerodynamic that this car has is just, I mean, it's crazy. At the track, it feels amazing. Amazing. The only thing that I don't like about this, and I mean, I see why, and this is something that you can easily change or upgrade with this car. I don't like these seats, not the seats, but the seat belts, how loose you feel at the track. For driving on the road, on the street, normal, it's fine. But once you're at the track, you do feel like you're getting tossed around, and you don't want to feel like that. Ideally, you don't want to feel like that. I mean, if you track here and there, then that's fine. But that's something that I would maybe consider doing. I haven't been tracking lately, but I do plan to eventually. And if I do go back into tracking heavily, that is something that that's probably the only thing that I would change about this car to feel better, and obviously for safety. And it would also improve just how you're driving your track times, because you can feel the car even better when you're just stuck to the seat and you just feel it entirely. Now, again, when it comes to driving on the road, it's completely fine. These chairs are not comfortable whatsoever. You can't really lean back at all. So one word that I will probably, I don't know, it's like a positive and a negative. It's a negative if you, I don't know who would want to daily drive this car, but maybe some people would. But it's not comfortable at all. So I wouldn't take this car on long road trips. This is kind of like a fun weekend car. Take it to the track or take it through curvy roads on the mountain. Have fun with it, but you're really gonna be feeling it if you take it on a long trip, which again, I wouldn't. Now I am going to just be quiet, let the car do all of the talking. Hopefully I don't encounter a car here. It's surprisingly busy for it being a weekday, but all right, That D-Drives was so much fun, although I do have to say that this car is so much lighter than the Shelby. It has way more power than the Shelby. It has more torque that I was like, okay, whoa. I need to concentrate a little bit more because you couldn't really feel it. I felt that little feeling in my stomach like I was on a roller coaster. Again, very fun, but you do have to be careful because that car is very light, but again, it is absolutely a dream to drive on the street, on curvy roads, on the track, everywhere. Again, like I said, there's nothing that I don't like about this car. It is absolutely perfect. It is a dream come true. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.